All right, what's up guys? Welcome to another video. That needs tidied up. That looks terrible. That's for rock light stuff. Awful. But anyway, not the point of the video today. Getting into installing a billet valve cover, and the reason I'm doing that is because when you delete the CCV that originally goes down into your stock intake, the crankcase pressure and everything has to go somewhere. And a lot of times it turns into that mesh right there. My CCV filter is gutted. It's been gutted the entire time that I've owned the truck. I think that was like one of the first videos I did. If you want to see that in a video, go back. But basically, to eliminate all this stuff and run the proper setup and run a catch can and not have a gutted CCV filter, you pretty much need to go billet route. So engine bay's filthy. I'm probably going to tidy up a little bit before I get started, but SPELAB was nice enough to send us out a billet valve cover. And I'll actually pause the video so that I can get that for you guys. But they were really nice enough to send that out. This should be a pretty simple install. I tried to do some like basic research online, and there's not too many in-depth videos of this stuff, like through and through exactly what you need to do. The only thing I see right now that's kind of like making me, I guess what I'm going to do is, because I'm running a different intake horn, my oil dipstick mount bracket is mounted to the, I guess that's technically the CCV. So that's the only thing I'm seeing right now. There's a drain on this side that goes down in there. I'm not 100% sure if I'm just going to cap that off or what I'm going to do with that, but that's pretty self-explanatory as far as everything else. There shouldn't be too much wiring. So going to grab an 8mm. Actually, before I do that, let me show you what the new one looks like. Then I'm going to grab an 8mm and just start going down and show you guys step by step, so that if you're doing this by yourself, you have no questions on how to do it. All right, so it comes with 2 top breathers on it. Thing's billet, comes with a nice upgraded valve cap, or wow, oil cap. I don't know why I'm saying valve cap. Thinking of valve cover, I guess, but comes with a nice one, seated with a nice O-ring. I will not show in this video the catch can setup. You can run whatever catch can setup you want. They do provide you nice hoses. And I'm trying to flip it over. There's all your hardware, your AN fittings, and those are your 2 baffles underneath. So I'm gonna just double check the tightness of these just for my own sake, because I wouldn't want that to fall into the head. But it's basically what you're looking like when you order these. I think they're priced around $400 to $500, that range, which is definitely for a valve cover on the cheaper end. But nobody cares about that. Everybody wants to see the install and see how the fitment is and everything. So let's hop into it. All right, guys. So bolts are over here. There is, whoa, fingers in the way. There is 2 bolts. See them up top right there. They are, you'll need a deep well. Had to unclip the sensor right there. And basically from this point now, I'm ready to take this off. Wish I had a tripod or something to set this up on a little bit of a time lapse so you guys can see. But like I said, I want to make this so self-explanatory that literally anybody could do this. So you're going to need an 8mm, and you're definitely going to need a deep well for 2 of those bolts. So get this off. I'll show you guys what the gutted CCV looks like as well, just because I'm already in here. And then we'll get to the bottom. All right, so top filter's off. This is your CCV that you need to replace. I think it's every 60,000, or if you want to see what they look like gutted, this is exactly what it looks like gutted. So you see that breather. Obviously, this is your engine pressure coming out through that. But this is off, and then this is where we are right now. So obviously, gonna have these bolts up front. These can stay. These are just for your bracket. Gonna have those 2 back there. Gotta have that. And then in the far back, there looks like there's 2 more. There you go. Underneath that. That's open. I'm gonna go ahead and get a paper towel. Just safety precautions. There's no reason I need anything to fall down in there. But I'll be honest with you, after I get that out, this is the breather that I was talking about too. Man, my bay is so dirty. This is a breather right there that I'm talking about. I'm gonna have to figure that situation out. But I think that's about it. So keep you guys updated as we're going. This video might seem long, but trying to make it as easy to explain for anybody. All right, so I haven't moved the valve cover per se yet to break the original seal, but want to show you guys where I am. So I left all the bolts in. Guys, want to make sure you're very careful. There's a lot of holes in here, a lot more than I thought they'd actually lead to the valve cover. So you can see sensor, left the bolt out, 2 10s in the back. Not the worst thing to get to in the world, but not the best either. And I said there was only 1 breather, which I said was right underneath that wiring right there, but there's 2. It looks like it leads to the same, but my first goal right now is to just get it off the valve cover, clean up some space. But I think when I do that, when I get rid of those, unhook those 2 breathers, which I'm just gonna take a flat screwdriver and get them off. I think that should be it. I did move this wiring harness. It was originally plugged in over there, just 1 sensor, which was at the bottom actually. You don't have to move that over. I just want to give myself some more space. So get those 2 breathers off and I should be able to move this valve cover. All right, guys. Good view for where we are. I want to stop and talk about something real quick though. Valve cover, little finesse goes a long way. Getting it out, just make sure you're not like yanking on stuff. You got wiring under here, things you don't want to mess up. But see that dirt right there? I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure that this surface is as clean as possible before going back in, and making sure that the valve see back there how it's lifted, making sure that this gasket is seated as best as humanly possible. But basically where I'm at right now, with the exception of the breathers over here, which, man, it's not even focusing. There we go. The breathers over here. And it looks like I have some foam. Man, stop unfocusing. Some foam insulation that goes over pretty much where my grid heater and stuff would be. I haven't seen that in other videos. I'm assuming, I mean, I know that this truck was like pretty much untouched, but I haven't seen that before. I'm definitely gonna put that back on because I'm sure that probably quiets that injection up a little bit, I would assume. These engines are already extremely loud, so I'm gonna spend a little bit of time, guys. I'm gonna clean this surface up, but everything I showed you guys was exactly what you had to remove. The 2 breathers on the other side. I did unclip this first one right here. You do not have to do that. I thought you did, but you don't. So remember, keep those in, making sure that whenever I'm feeding this back in, that it's gonna be sitting exactly how I want it to. So, and there's still a plug, and this is just me being 100% honest. I'll get to that in a second. That's unplugged on the back. That I'm not really sure how that's going to go into the new one because I don't see a port for it. But when we get there, we get there. Let's just get this cleaned up a little bit and get the new valve cover resting on this, not bolted, resting. And I'll show you guys where we are, okay? All right, so obviously resting. That's all it is, not bolted, resting on. Got to hook some sensors back up and I got to tighten this down and everything, but it was kind of fighting me, these 2 top breathers, to get past that wall right there. You kind of have to get past this, like kind of angle it down, and then it slides. When it's smooth or like flush, it'll slide right back, but you will fight with it a little bit until you get it past this port. It's not tightened down yet at all. I'm gonna work on that, and then hook the sensors back up, and there's still 1 sensor I'm unsure about. Like I said, just being 100% transparent. Not really sure if I need to hook that back up or if that's just kind of tuned out. I'm pretty sure it's the sensor for your 5 position, so I'm not really sure that that needs to be into the valve cover, but I'll get to that when I get to that. Finishing this up, I will say this, SPELAB, this looks excellent in here, way better than factory. I'm really kind of wanting the, I think it's called Black Market Performance. What am I trying to think of? Catch can. That catch can like bolts up here. It looks super clean. I think I'm gonna go that route, or might just go with something, I don't know, something that kind of put it back on the firewall somewhere. Eventually going 2G swap. That is coming very, very soon. So just trying to walk you guys through this. If you have any questions about it, make sure you comment below. Not done through the video. Just literally, it might seem long, but it's step by step, and hopefully answers all the questions. All right, guys, so got all the Allen keys in. This is gonna conclude the video. I have some bay tidying up to do, but we'll get into that here in a little bit. These Allen keys are 6, and they have a rubber grommet on the bottom of each bolt. The backside are a little pain to get to. I think I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna have to I'm gonna clean the surface up, and like I said, I got some tidying up to do. Those 2 ports are gonna be for my catch can. Not so much worried about that, and I'm undecided still. I'm gonna do a little bit of research on my own and find out what people are doing with these ports. In a perfect world, if you want the honest truth, if somebody would make, if this is the only valve cover, I don't know, but if somebody would make something to where those 2 ports could plug into there, which I might try to figure something out, that would be money. Then you wouldn't even need a catch can. It just all recycles itself through the bay or through the engine. But it could be an option. I'm not there yet. That sensor right there is the one unplugged. Like I said, I'm pretty sure that's for your 5-position switch anyway. I don't have it check engine lights or anything. These sensors are intended to be unplugged. They're not anything. So yeah, that's where we currently are. It would be nice, I'm not gonna lie, if I know these diesels, before all this stuff, you do want to die and get rid of a bunch of stuff. It'd be nice if you didn't have all these plugs in the bay. But guys, that's going to conclude today's video. SPELAB, huge shout out to them. This valve cover is extremely nice, extremely affordable. I believe they actually do even offer a catch can setup. So if you wanted to do it all in one on there, you could get on their website and do that, which I will list below. Really nice valve cover, guys. I'll keep you guys posted. I'm gonna follow back up probably in a couple months, say if everything's still good or if I had to change some stuff or do some stuff. But I will say this, if I have to do any maintenance as far as like valve cover gasket, valve springs, all that stuff, I will say this, taking 6 bolts off of this versus, I don't even know how many bolts I ended up taking off that stock one, but I would say, I don't know, it's 3 times like the time amount I have in here. But like I said, I need to clean the bay up. This needs to go. I need to find somewhere to secure this. I don't know if I'm just gonna leave it zip tied right there and say that's good enough, and then those plugs and the vacuums, and we'll go from there. But guys, appreciate the support as always. Support those who support you. Hopefully this video helped you out, and if it did, make sure you like and comment below. Till next time, peace.